Hello guys, so right now we're gonna discuss to you the topic about the while in the do while loop. Well, loops are used to repeat a block of code until a specified condition is met or reached. And in the loop, in the C programming, there are 3 loops, and the first one is the for loop, and we have already discussed it in our previous tutorial. And right now we're gonna discuss the while loop and the do while loop. So what is the syntax of while loop in the C programming language? So this time we're gonna create a file, and then I'm gonna save this as a while loop, and this time we're gonna copy this block of codes, and then we're gonna delete this one. So what will remain is the body and an integer value of I, which is a variable of I. And so now we're gonna create the statement or the block of the syntax of while loop, and this one is the test expression, and then after that we're gonna have a statement the body. So we have discussed what is the meaning of this expression. This is just a condition that you have to, the compiler will have to evaluate if it is true or false. And if it is true, then the statement of the body will work, but if it is not, it will be terminated. So true means on, and then false is off. So that's it. But this one, we all know that it's not a for loop, right? It's a while loop, so we have to put something that's different for that syntax. For it is for loop. And so since this is while loop, so this is gonna be the syntax of this kind of loop. So that's it. So now we're gonna create a program that would explain more about what is inside this while loop function. What are the function of, or what is the function of this while loop, and how does it work? So this time we're gonna delete this one, and now we're gonna give a condition that the condition should be less than 20, and then here we're gonna create a statement of the body. This one, just copy this, and then put an I here, and then I plus where this is update expression of updated expression. So this one is the initialization, and then this one is the test expression, and this one is the update expression. So while loop is works on this kind of code only. So it's so short because it does not take so much rows to create kind of function for this kind of loop. So this program, we're gonna give a loop from 1 to 20, where it provides the integer value of I, which is the value of 1, and then it is being incremented, and it prints out always the value of I every time the loop works. So let's try to run this one. and then as you can see in here, it starts with 1 and then it ends up with 19. So our program works correctly, is being coded correctly and then run correctly as well, which gives us the right result, the correct result, because we have inputted a condition here where I should be less than 20. So 20 is not belong to this condition in order to run this while loop, because it should be less than. It is not the same with this kind of condition where it is 20 is part of this condition. So right now we have created a while loop. So now we're gonna proceed to the next loop, which is the do while loop. So the do while loop is just so simple as well, where you have to create only a do block of code, and then it has this statement of the body, which is one the same as the while loop, but in this part here we do not need this anymore. So when this function runs, this do while loop runs first after this row, because in the programming language it starts with the top to the bottom. So when the code works here, it starts with a do loop where it gives us the output for this first, which is the value of I, which is equal to 1, and then it is being incremented. And then if this statement here is true, then therefore this will gonna go back to the do loop, because this is a do while loop. So the compiler knows what is the purpose for this keyword here, that it will go back to the do loop if the statement for this case is true. So that's how it works. And also if it is false, this one is false, then it will gonna be terminated. It will not go back here to the 7th row, rather it will go here to the return value, and then the code will be terminated. So let's try to print function here, and then let's just copy this one, so it wouldn't take long. And then we're gonna see to check if the %di here is really 20, because this 20 here will be the last one that will be executed, right? So when it becomes 20, I know it means that when it is less than when it is equal to 20, the I will become a 21, because 20 is the last one. So it still it will go back to this do loop here, and then print this out, and then after printing the number 20, the I++ here, which is the increment of 1, will add up, will be updated, which is that the I here will become 21 already. So this one will gonna have a print out or an output of 21 instead of 20. So, and then after that, when the while loop is checking again that the value of I, if it is he will evaluate again if the I is less than or equal to 20, and then we know that this one will become false because I is already 21. So that's the time that this portion here, the row in here, we're gonna give us some output of final output of I, which is 21, and then it will not go back now already here it will not go back here in the do loop rather. Instead it will go here in this next row, and then terminates the code. And that's how it works. So let's try to run this one. And in this code we have an output of this, which is starts with a number of value of 1 and then it ends up with 21, and it is what we have said earlier or discussed earlier, that this one have an output of 21 instead of 20. So that's how it works. And now we are done in the while and do while loop. So I hope you learned something with this tutorials, and I hope also that you're gonna subscribe on our tutorials, and also so this time if you have questions, guys, so just leave a message or comment in the comment section below, so that we could be able to research or find an answer for that, and we'll explain it to you so that you could be able to understand and grasp what we are trying to do in here in this tutorial. So that's all, guys, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.